M-I-C.
Being chased with a backside hit and sack.
S.
Who else but LB3?
T.
To the house from 77.
P.
We put our fist up. We said we're not giving in. We got an elite edge, and we're not going to be denied.
Join us Thursday, August 29th. The Tigers open the season against Murray State. Our coverage begins at 5 on your home for Mizzou football. The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast, and it looks pretty calm for this week. We'll start out the week today with sunny skies and a high reaching near 82 degrees. We'll have northerly winds about 6 miles per hour. Skies should be mostly clear tonight, low around 57 degrees. Winds tonight will be out of the northeast at 3 to 5 miles per hour. We expect sunny skies tomorrow with a high temperature near a very comfortable sounding 78 degrees. Northeasterly winds will be 3 to 6 miles per hour. Tomorrow night we expect partly cloudy skies, low temperature around 55 degrees with a light easterly wind. Wednesday should be sunny with a high again near 78. Calm winds have become easterly around 5 miles per hour during Wednesday morning. Skies should be mostly clear Wednesday night, low around 52. Then Thursday we expect sunny skies with a high temperature near 80 degrees. Thursday night will be partly cloudy with low around 56. Then Friday will be sunny with a high temperature in the mid-80s. Will be partly cloudy Friday night with low around 65. Then Saturday sunny with a high temperature near 87. Saturday night mostly clear with low around 66 degrees, and sunny skies are the measure for Sunday with our temperature warming up a bit, and we'll get near 90 degrees on Sunday. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
The system isn't broken. The people are. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It's hard to wrap my mind around all of these horrific events that are happening in the land of the free and the home of the brave. Certainly, murder, mayhem, and criminal activities have been part of life throughout history. But the deterioration of ethics, proliferating political polarization, and diminished social skills seem to have occurred overnight. I believe those who crafted our Constitution and laid out a plan for 3 branches to ensure the government is effective and the rights of the citizenry are protected did a stellar job. It's our own fault if we are so blinded by partisanship that we are incapable of electing the most competent men and women to leadership roles. It's our own fault that we are so afraid our children won't like us that we throw discipline out the door, expect teachers to raise them, but will not allow the school system to discipline them. I know there are many qualified leaders in our state legislatures and in the U.S. Congress, and many parents who make sure their children understand that there are consequences. Unfortunately, there are not enough of the right people in the right places. There are many good people afraid they might offend someone if they say or do something, so instead of saying or doing something, they stay home. Sound, practical judgment is often perceived as narrow-minded or old-fashioned, while suggestions for doing things differently is often met with suspicion and disregard. As an overall society, we're pretty messed up. Yet we are blessed beyond belief when you consider life outside of these United States. Our forefathers built a strong foundation, knowing we'd probably do everything we could to mess it up. The system isn't broken. We, the people, can do better. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture wants you to know that black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations. Be sure you know the difference between the black vulture and the turkey vulture. Turkey vultures have white feathers across the entire length of their wingspan, while black vultures only have white feathers on the tips of their wings. Turkey vultures fly with their wings in more of a V formation, while black vultures hold their wings in a more straight horizontal formation. Mitigation resources for your farm can be found on MDA's website at agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov.
Have you ever met a nematode? Probably not. But this sneaky ingrate and its billions of friends steal soybean yields right out from under your nose. Nematodes cause up to $1.5 billion in soybean revenue loss each year. And if that's not enough, they also amplify sudden death syndrome. Why? Because they're microscopic good-for-nothing thieves, that's why. Take action against these yield-stealing jerks with Allevo soybean seed treatment from BASF, the only proven winner against both SEN and SDS. And remember to always read and follow label directions.
The Cardinals magazine, the care and quality of its presentation, the thick paper, the glossy photographs, and photographs from Stan Musial to Lou Brock to Jim Edmonds to the present-day players, the Cardinal tradition, the history. It will put you right there in Busch Stadium behind home plate like no other magazine. And it's easy to start a subscription. Just call 314-345-9000 or visit cardinals.com/magazine.
The direct cattle trade is quiet. Cash hogs are quiet at midday. Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Stever with the Brownfield Livestock Market Update. Direct cattle business is off to a typically quiet start for the week as buyers and sellers busy taking inventory. Bids and asking prices have yet to surface. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until the latter half of the week. Deals last week took place mostly on Thursday and Friday. Live deals were at $190 live in Nebraska and Iowa, mostly $190, $2 to $3 lower. Dressed business had a full range of $293 to $301, mostly $298. That's $6 below the prior week's weighted averages. Live deals in Kansas and Texas were at mostly $185. That's $1 to $2 below the previous week. In Nebraska last week, most yearling steers were $3 to $9 lower. Heifers less than 800 pounds, $10 lower. Heifers weighing more than 800 pounds were fully steady. The USDA says demand was moderate to good. There was a wide range of kind and condition offered. Some yearlings came out of the backgrounding operations and others off grass. Boxed beef is lower at midday with light demand for moderate offerings. Choice boxes 70 lower at $316.75. Selects 78 lower at $301.81. The Choice Select spread is $14.93. Cash hogs not reported at midday due to confidentiality, with just a handful of negotiated purchases. Processors are easing into the week's business and aren't aggressive in their procurement efforts. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market is strong, and that has been helpful in providing price support. There continues to be some long-term domestic demand uncertainty, and that is adding to pressure to prices. The 5-day rolling average for barrows and gilts at the National Direct Market is 83.82. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $69. Pork values are higher at midday, 25 cents higher at $98.92. Ribs and butts are sharply higher. Picnics, bellies, and loins are all higher. Hams are lower. That's a look at livestock markets for the midday. I'm Tom Stever on Brownfield.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope. Furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary at Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Archibald Lee Stacy of Salem passed away Saturday, August 17th, at the age of 81 years. Funeral services for Archie Stacy will be Wednesday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation for family and friends of Archie Stacy, also on Wednesday from 10 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. And all arrangements for Archibald Lee Stacy of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Oleta May Tiblo Gilbert of Claremore, Oklahoma, passed away Wednesday, August 14th at the age of 89 years. Graveside services for Oleta Tiblo Gilbert will be Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Oak Haven Memorial Gardens in Claremore, Oklahoma. And all arrangements for Oleta May Tiblo Gilbert of Claremore, Oklahoma are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Glenn Robert Paul of Salem passed away Tuesday, August 13th at the age of 74 years. Funeral services for Glenn Paul will be Thursday, August 22nd at 1 p.m. in the afternoon at the Salem Chapel of James Garb Mortuary. Visitation will be held at the chapel Thursday prior to the funeral service from 11 a.m. until service time at 1 o'clock. And with full military honors will be in the mausoleum at North Lawn Cemetery. And all arrangements for Glenn Robert Paul of Salem are under the direction of the James Garb Mortuary of Salem. Kathleen Ellen Bone of St. James passed away Sunday, August 18th, at the age of 71 years. Funeral services for Ellen Bone will be Friday, August 23rd at 11 o'clock in the morning at the St. James Chapel of James Garb Mortuary, with visitation for family and friends of Ellen Bone also Thursday evening from 4 in the afternoon until 7 o'clock at the St. James Chapel of James and Gar. And all arrangements for Kathleen Ellen Bone of St. James are under the direction of the James Garb Mortuary of St. James. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements and is brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred Saturday morning at 10:47 in Franklin County on I-44 westbound at the 232.2 mile marker. According to the Highway Patrol report, 24-year-old Christian Screwy of Salem, and I'm sorry, I probably mispronounced that last name, was operating a black 2024 Suzuki and traveling westbound on I-44 when Screwy avoided a collision with another vehicle. He lost control, and the Suzuki traveled off the right side of the road and overturned, ejecting Scroy. Both the Suzuki and Scroy came to rest off the north side of the roadway. Scroy suffered serious injuries and was taken to Mercy Hospital in St. Louis by the St. Clair Ambulance District. The Suzuki was totaled and removed from the scene by Chuck's Towing. An accident occurred in Phelps County Saturday afternoon at 5:22 on Route F at Highway 72. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2016 Ford F-150 driven eastbound by 47-year-old Gregory Gibbs of Rolla went off the left side of the road, that was Route F, and struck a tree. Gibbs suffered moderate injuries and was taken to Phelps Health by the Phelps Health ambulance. Gibbs was wearing a seat restraint at the time of the accident. The Ford sustained minor damage and was removed from the scene by Toons Towing. Salem Memorial Hospital Family Medicine has announced 2 significant changes to its operations that will impact patients in the coming weeks. First, the clinic will end its Saturday clinic services effective August 31st. According to a press release from the hospital on their Facebook page, the decision was made after careful consideration as they aim to reallocate resources and ensure that the highest quality of care is delivered during regular weekday hours. In addition, Terry Bruno, a long-serving and valued provider at SMH Family Medicine, will be departing the clinic. Terry's last day will be September 13th. The clinic expressed their gratitude for Terry's dedication and care provided to patients over the years and wishes her well in future endeavors. The SMH Family Medicine acknowledged that these changes might cause some inconvenience, but emphasized its ongoing commitment to provide exceptional health care. Patients are encouraged to schedule appointments with any of the remaining providers by contacting the clinic at 573-729-8000. The Salem Airport Board will be meeting tonight at the Old City Hall Auditorium beginning at 7:15 to get updated on the status of the airport, be updated on the fuel system, security, the gate opener, as well as be updated on the hangars, rates, and policies. The board will hear any other business before adjourning. The meeting of the Salem Airport Board is open to the public. The City of Salem Utility Committee held their regular meeting on Wednesday, August 14th at 6:15 in the City Hall Auditorium. The committee approved the agenda as well as the minutes from the July 10th, 2024 meeting. During the reports and updates portion of the meeting, Stacy Houston provided the financial updates on which on average are down from this time last year. During the billing updates, the Utilities Department sent out 2,531 total bills. 103 customers signed up for email billing, 340 paid online, and 369 have their accounts on auto draft, and 231 people have opted out of the serve line. A question was asked if there was a system in place to remind customers that their bill is due at a certain time. Administrator Sally Burbridge explained that if customers would like a reminder about their billing payment, they can sign up for text alerts by texting the word utility to 855-435-4811. In the work reports from utility crews, Steve Payne gave a detailed report on the wastewater update from the last few weeks, which had already been reported during the aldermanic meeting on August 14th. He did state that he has been in contact with the water superintendent, stating they are working on getting a sand particulate filtration system for well number 8, which currently pumps turbid water. He clarified that when the boil water advisory was issued over the weekend of August 10th, there was no sewage in the water. It was just turbidity due to low water pressure that could have put someone at risk. A committee member asked, how does the water company get the information out to the public in a timely manner? Payne explained when there is an issue with the water, such as a boil water advisory, they contact the local radio stations, they make a post on social media, and they reach out to local news outlets. Citizens can sign up for city announcements via text alerts by texting the word city to 855-435-4811. Sally Burbridge then provided the update on the MMMPEP meeting held on July 30th. She stated the city is on their list to have them look into the infrastructure and provide an audit on any deficiencies and areas of improvement. The city is also looking for an electric prepay option, similar to the natural gas prepay option they currently provide. The committee then moved on to discussing water meter fees, where committee member John Hambacker stated he is working on a proposal for replacing the service fee of 4 and 6-inch meters to $75 and $150 a month respectively, with no charge to service fees for meters less than 4 inches. The committee agreed to table this proposal for a month until they can get sufficient feedback from the currently approved rate increase. During the questions and comments portion of the meeting, a citizen asked about the emergency alert siren. Burbidge answered that MRPC is currently working on writing a grant to replace our current system. Several citizens mentioned experiencing a considerable jump in their utility bills due to leaks and asked what was being done about that problem. She explained that they are in the process of streamlining their billing process. They run reports each month before bills go out so they can identify any potential leaks and notify residents. She stated the new meters use a Doppler effect for reading usage and as such are more sensitive and accurate than the old meters, which had a history of reading lower usage. Customers with grievances were advised to go into the utility office and discuss this matter in person. The meeting adjourned at 8:09. The Missouri Department of Transportation has announced several road maintenance projects for Dent County and nearby areas for this week. In Dent County, Route 19 will undergo pothole patching from Route JJ to Route TT. Roadside work is scheduled on Route K, and pavement repairs are planned for Route CC from Route C to Route H. For all these projects, one lane will remain open with flaggers directing traffic through the work zones. In Crawford County, pothole patching will continue on Route 19 from Mill Springs Road to Seven Cedars Road. Route 8 will see pothole patching from Merrimack Farms Road to Route 68 in Phelps County. Both of these projects have begun and are scheduled to last through Thursday. Phelps County will be having ongoing work on I-44 with road resurfacing and reconstruction continuing from exit 186 in Rolla to exit 195 in St. James. Motorists should expect around-the-clock lane closures from U.S. Route 63 to Missouri Route 68 with an 11-foot width restriction in place. This project is set for completion in late fall of 2024. MoDOT reminds drivers to be cautious in work zones, follow all traffic signs, and move over for workers when possible. All work is weather permitting, and schedules may change. The Ozark National Scenic Rivers Way will host a workshop on preparing resumes for federal government jobs tonight. That event will be from 5:30 to 7:30 at the United Methodist Church Hall in Eminence, located 18228 Church Street. Administrative specialists will provide guidance on creating federal resumes, which often require more detail than typical resumes. The workshop will also cover the USA Jobs website and the federal government's official job portal. Attendees are encouraged to bring their current resumes for review and suggestions. The timing is particularly relevant for those interested in summer employment at ONSR for 2025, as job announcements typically open between September and January. Upcoming ONSR's job openings include Recreation Fee Clerk, September 9th, Park Guides and Interpretive Park Rangers, October 21st, and Visitor Service Assistants, December 16th. For more information, contact Human Resources Liaison Sandy Wilkerson at 573-323-4884. And that has been a look at local news. News brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Glasshouse Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and a camera to help locate and solve your problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing as well as repairs. Glasshouse Plumbing. Call the office at 573-729-0014 and they can get you taken care of.
Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Townscreen in Salem.
Ricky, there have been generations of fans growing up on St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
That's right, John. And for many, they grew up listening and learning about the Cardinals on the radio.
We get asked all the time why the Cardinals continue to draw fans from so many different states. And the answer is easy: the power of the radio network.
Fans are listening to Cardinals baseball all over the Midwest, and the tradition continues.
Join us all season long for St. Louis Cardinals baseball. Cardinal baseball on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
It is now time for a look at statewide news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO just after the top of the 1 o'clock hour. I'll be back with KSMO's latest weather forecast. It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The St. Louis Cardinals played the Dodgers Friday evening, and despite getting 6 runs on 6 hits, they would fall to the Dodgers in a close game, 7-6. Saturday, the Redbirds would get a 5-2 victory. Then yesterday, the Cardinals would go on to lose the series and game 2-1. The Cards will play the Milwaukee Brewers Tuesday with pregame at 5:50 and the first pitch at 6:45. You can listen to this game live on KSMO 1340 AM or on 95.7 FM. Kansas City Royals started a new series against the Cincinnati Reds Friday and made short work of the Reds 7-1. On Saturday, it was more of the same, as the Royals winning by a score of 10-1. Yesterday, the game got off to a slow start and rain delay early, but that wouldn't stop the Royals from getting a series sweep, winning the game 8-1. Today, they face the Los Angeles Angels this evening, and that game will be at 7:10. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
If you're drinking or getting high, have a plan for a sober ride. Call a friend, ride share, your grandma. Just don't drive. This Missouri Net Sports Report is brought to you by the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock in the Queen City. It was all about the Royals. They outscored the Reds 28-3, sweeping the weekend and increasing their wild card lead over the Red Sox to 3.5 games. This was a Reds lineup that, coming into this series, slugged 10 homers in 3 games against Cardinals pitching. Brady Singer shut them down, tossing 6 scoreless innings before KC pulled away late with an 8-1 win. Manager Matt Quattrero.
That whole game doesn't happen unless he's got that mental edge that he's got. Put some runs up there late to really separate it, but that whole game started and the tone was set by Brady.
The Royals have won 4 straight. They're now 69-55. They're home tonight hosting the LA Angels. The Cardinals managed just 6 hits, a 2-1 series loss to the LA Dodgers. Sonny Gray gave up a solo homer to Shohei Ohtani, his 39th, and an RBI single to Miguel Rojas during the 5th inning, and he took his 8th loss.
It was a step in the right direction as far as what I've been trying to accomplish throughout the week. I think the one thing that gets me deeper is getting ahead a little bit more than I did today.
Lars Nootbaar with a home run in the 8th. The Cardinals are 61-63, 11 games behind the Brewers, who the Cardinals host for 3 starting tomorrow night. St. Louis, 5 back in the wild card. The Chiefs lost to the Detroit Lions 24-23, but Patrick Mahomes and the first stringers looked pretty good on their 2 drives. They stalled out in the red zone, but Patrick Mahomes 8 of 14 for 93 yards, including a behind-the-back pass to Travis Kelce. It's been talked about for 2 years. Mahomes finally tried it in a game.
Travis was supposed to run an out route. He wasn't out there, so I was going to run for it, and of course he was blocking, and then he's turned around, and I just threw it to him. So it wasn't how it was drawn up, but I always told you it has to happen naturally. I can't force it.
Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Summer is a great time for families, but you're so ready to get back in a routine at school, right? Part of getting ready for school is making sure your child is up to date on recommended vaccines. The Missouri Immunization Coalition is reminding you to visit your local health provider before school starts for immunizations to protect your child from potentially life-threatening diseases. See if your child is up to date on immunizations at moimmunize.org.
You've got the school supplies. Don't forget to immunize.
University of Missouri encourages you to eat smart. Like a tiger. Use the grill to cook vegetables and fruits. Try grilling mushrooms, onions, peppers, or zucchini on a kebab skewer. Brush with oil to keep them from drying out. Grilled fruits like peaches, pineapple, or mangoes add variety to a cookout. Find more tips like this at muext.us/eat smart like a tiger. This message was funded by USDA SNAP.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Calling all rodeo fans, the 10th Annual Salem Area Chamber of Commerce IPRA, ACRA, MRCA Pro Rodeo is coming to the Commons on Saturday, August 31st and Sunday, September 1st at 7:30 each evening. Produced by Outlaw Rodeo Production, you'll see the excitement of rough stock, timed events, mini buckers, plus Sophie Dutch trick riding, Miss Rodeo USA Kaylin Quinones, and Miss Teen Rodeo Missouri JC Jost, along with some past rodeo queens. There's also a boot toss for the youngsters, and there'll be lots of vendors. Come on out and watch all the excitement at the IPRA, ACRA, MRCA Pro Rodeo at the Commons in Salem on Saturday, August 31st and Sunday, September 1st. For more information, call the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce at 729-6900, 729-6900. This ad paid for by the Dent County Tourism Tax Committee.
Here's a tip to make your next trip to a foreign destination more enjoyable. Try learning the language. It assists with discovering local spots to visit. Rosetta Stone offers a lifetime membership to all 25 of their languages. Try a little German, learn Japanese or Swedish. You get to prepare with Rosetta Stone. And right now, you can get 50% off Rosetta Stone's lifetime unlimited subscription. Visit rosettastone.com/radio today to purchase and then learn for life. That's rosettastone.com/radio.
Missouri Net News, I'm Cameron Connor. St. Louis Senator Carla May is one of Missouri's lawmakers that will be serving as a delegate at this week's Democratic National Convention in Chicago. May is excited about this year's convention because the one she served at in 2020 was virtual. She thinks that since Kamala Harris has become the Democratic presidential nominee, the party will unify in her support.
I've noticed there's a lot of excitement surrounding this Chicago convention, and it's a lot of excitement surrounding the Kamala and Ross ticket, and I think that the party is going to come together, and she's going to lay out what our future and our plan is going to be, and we're going to execute it.
Delegates at the convention will vote on the party's platform and formal nominee Vice President Kamala Harris for president and verify her choice of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz for vice president for the November election. And the average regular gas price across the state is $3.13 per gallon. That's down 9 cents from a month ago. Find more news at MissouriNet.com. This is MissouriNet News.
Have you lost Mo HealthNet? At Health